The Beanie House of Art and Knowledge. The museum includes collections of fine art and decorative art, archaeological, natural history, and social history. It also has a cafe, a gift shop, and of course, a library, making it a great place to spend a few hours exploring and learning. In ninth place is the Marlow Theatre. Was originally built in 1933 and used as a cinema. The new building features two performance spaces: the main auditorium, which seats 1,200 people, a small studio theatre, which can accommodate 150 people. The theatre hosts a variety of performances, including plays, musicals, dance, and comedy. So if you're in Canterbury, check out on their website to see who's performing. You'll be surprised what stars can turn up. And if you're here at Christmas time, the pantomime should never be missed. In eighth place is Canterbury Castle. It's a medieval castle. The castle was originally built in the late 11th century by William the Conqueror as part of his defence to control England after the Norman conquest. The castle has a long and rich history, with many notable events occurring within its walls. It was also used as a royal palace by Henry II and his successors. Over the centuries, the castle underwent numerous renovations and changes, including the addition of a keep in the 12th century and the construction of a new gatehouse in the 14th century. The castle was largely destroyed during the English Civil War and was later used as a courthouse and even a prison. In seventh place is the Franciscan Friary, which was located near Greyfriars Gardens and St Mary's Bridge Church. The Friary was founded in the 13th century and was one of several religious houses in the city. The Friary was part of the order of Friary Minors, also known as Franciscans. These were a group of friars who preached and lived a life of poverty. The Friary was dissolved in 1538 during the English Reformation, and the buildings were largely demolished. However, some parts of the Friary, including a gateway and a selection of wall, still survive and can be seen today. But of course you can still look round Greyfriars Gardens and enjoy a peaceful sight within the walls of Canterbury. Canterbury Guide. In sixth place, St Augustine's Abbey. The Abbey was founded in the early 17th century by St Augustine of Canterbury, who was sent by Pope Gregory the Great to convert the Anglo-Saxons to Christianity. The Abbey was one of the most important Christian sites in England. It played a significant role in English history, serving as a burial place for several kings and other notable figures. Today, the site is managed by English Heritage and is open to the public. Visitors can explore the ruins of the Abbey, including the impressive 14th century Abbey Church. There are several other buildings and structures to see, such as the cloisters, the chapter house, and the Abbey lodgings. Canterbury Guide. In fifth place, the Westgate Gardens. Located in the heart of Canterbury is a park on the banks of the River Stour, open to the public. The gardens were first created in the Victorian era, and they feature a beautiful array of trees, flowers, and other plants, as well as several water features, including a large pond and a small waterfall. The Westgate Gardens are a popular destination for locals and tourists alike, offering a peaceful and picturesque setting in the heart of the city, where visitors and locals can enjoy a leisurely stroll along the riverbank, have a picnic on the grass, and simply relax and take in the scenery. Canterbury Guide. In fourth place, we have the Roman Museum. The Roman Museum is located in the centre of Canterbury, and there's a fine example of a Roman pavement. If it wasn't for the damage done during the Second World War and the excavations afterwards, these would never have been discovered. But now you have the delights of being able to visit the last and only remaining piece of Roman mosaic in situ in England. Also, there are loads of exhibitions and stands and displays within the museum. If you like your Roman history, this is definitely the place to come. I'm sure you wouldn't get bored, and especially if it's raining outside, what a wonderful place to spend a few hours exploring the history of Canterbury and its connection with the Romans. Canterbury Guides. In third place, we have the Canterbury Tales Museum, which is based on the famous work by Chaucer, Canterbury Tales. Now, if you like your history presented to you with animatronic figures, special effects, and live actors, this is definitely the place for you to come. You will learn a lot, see a lot, enjoy a lot. And if you really feel like it, you can buy yourself a shield and a sword and maybe a mug with Canterbury Tales on from their wonderful gift shop. Canterbury Guides. In second place, we have the famous river tours, which take you through the centre of Canterbury, travelling along the River Stour. The tours are done on punts. One of the most important things to look out for is the famous ducking stall at the Tudor House restaurant. It's been there for many, many years. As you pass through the town, you go under loads of low bridges, so watch your head. And there's loads of placards on buildings to tell you what they are and who lived there and what happened there. And you actually do go under the main high street, so don't forget to wave to the people overlooking. I'm sure they'll love to wave back to you as well. And when you've finished your tour, don't forget to thank the guides. Canterbury Guide. In first place, of course, it's the cathedral. It's a must-see attraction. If you're in Canterbury, you've just got to go to the cathedral. I know they charge you to get in now. I know when I was a young boy, I used to get in for nothing. But there you go. That's a long time ago. The cathedral, believe it or not, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it's one of the oldest Christian structures in England. Whenever I was in there, I used to amaze at the roof. You know, how they built that without a Black and Decker amazes me. And then you see the font, which dates back to 1639. It's just a structure that you can just spend hours and hours, and the more time you spend in there, the more things you tend to see. So all I can recommend, if in Canterbury, is put a whole day by, I mean a whole day, spend it in the cathedral. You won't regret it.